So today we'll go through this monitoring chapter. Okay, what is monitoring actually, and what are the transactions which are used during monitoring? So this is very important topic if we consider you as a SAP Basis fresher. Okay, so the interview questions comes from this 2-3 questions they ask you related to monitoring. Okay, so this is very important chapter. So if you can see in the screen, there are some important monitoring transactions which I have given. First is SM37, second is ST22, SM12, SM30. So all these transactions basically you need to by heart. Okay. And I will just go through all these transactions one by one, and we will just see what are the usage of this transaction and how basically you do the monitoring part. Okay. So generally what happens, the monitoring is done.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Or only for the production servers. Okay, not for development or quality. So suppose for example, we have ECD, ECQ, and ECP system. So ECP is the production one. So generally the production system monitoring is done. Why production? Why not quality and development server? Why we don't do the monitoring for development and quality system? The reason being, development system actually development and is ECD and ECQ are generally used by the functional consultant. Okay, technical and functional consultant. SAP consultant. Okay, and ECP is actually used by the end user. Okay, end user means who are called end users. Say for example, we have Tata Motors company. Okay, so there are, say for example, for Pune location they have around 500 employees. Okay, out of which, say for example, 400 users are using SAP. Using SAP means what? Some say here we'll take one user. Okay, one end user we will take who creates a purchase order. Okay, that means what? Whatever, say now Tata Motors, what is the use of SAP application at Tata Motors? So SAP application is nothing but the ERP. ERP means what? It is enterprises resource planning, right? So whatever the material comes inside. So Tata Motors is generally they what they manufacture? They manufacture cars, they manufacture buses, right? So the raw materials required for that. Okay. Or so they so it is basically a total cycle. Okay, starting from taking the materials and building the cars. Okay, so we have taken one example for purchase order, right? So this is very important. So all this is done in production server. So end users generally work on production server. Okay, so production server should be up and running, because we don't know whether like Tata Motors work for 24/7. What is 24/7? That is, it work for 24 hours. Maybe users will be less at the night time, but there will be some users who will be working in the night shift also. So in order to like if you see the availability of the production server, so it should be continuously available. Okay, so that's the reason what we do. We do SAP monitoring proactively. Okay, so what is proactively means, like we come to know if any issues are there in the production system. So that's the reason we do the monitoring. Okay, so if we consider here one by one transaction, now we need to monitor the jobs. Okay, so what we need to monitor in this, we need to monitor the cancel jobs. We need to monitor the long running jobs. Okay, so what we do here, we use the transaction SM37. So I will just access the server. So we'll just monitor this development server and we just check it how. So I will log in with Aditya. So here we use the transaction SM37, enter. So here we give job name star, username star. Okay, means any job, any username. So here we select first the cancel job. So we'll just check if there are cancel jobs in the system. So generally what happens in the morning, what we do, so what is the responsibility of basis consultant? So basis consultant, what it does is in the morning when he come to the office, okay, so he does the monitoring for production server. Okay, basis consultant.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
So when he comes in the morning, he do the first task will be to monitor SAP monitoring for production servers. Okay, so one of the transaction here is SM37 for job monitoring. So first we'll check the cancel jobs in the system. So I have clicked the cancel job and I will give the date. I will give yesterday's dates. Like today we are monitoring, then I will give the date, yesterday's date I will give. So yesterday was 31st October, right? 31st October and today is 1st November. Okay, and then I will execute over here. So currently if you see, we don't see any job failed. Okay, now what I will do is I will just remove these dates and we'll just see if any cancel jobs are there. Okay, in order to check in the system. So there are no jobs cancelled. So if there are no jobs cancelled, then we say no job cancelled. But if there are some jobs cancelled, then we take the list of that jobs. Okay, that is one step. What is the second step now? Second step is we need to check the long running jobs. Okay. So for long running jobs, I will click active. Active means